The Albany FireWolves come to the prairies as the early season surprise. 3 straight wins have the FireWolves atop the new standings, and they hope to continue their hot start tonight. The Saskatchewan Rush, meanwhile, are looking for some consistency to what's been a sputtering start in the first month of the season. It's the Albany FireWolves and the Saskatchewan Rush, and it's coming up next. Beautiful New Year's Eve on Treaty 6 territory. It's Cody Jansen, John Fraser, Sabine Amon coming live from Co-op Field in Saskatown Center. A New Year's Eve solo showdown. The Saskatchewan Rush taking on the Albany FireWolves. A matchup that features 2 of the top offenses so far in the National Lacrosse League.
Yeah, so it should be entertaining if you're joining us on your New Year's Eve. Part of the celebration, well, there's going to be fireworks, offensive fireworks here tonight, Cody. The Albany FireWolves, of course, coming in 3-0, coming off of a big win against Philadelphia. The Rush, meanwhile, getting on the board with a dominant win over the Las Vegas Desert Dogs. But hey, these teams know how to score. You want fireworks for your New Year's, you've come to the right place.
That's what's been so fun to watch about this Albany team. And it's not just one player getting it done. It's a couple of rookies. But who I'm looking forward to watching, it's Alex Simmons, because he has been nothing short of electric this year.
Oh, certainly. I mean, the guy has 20 points in just 3 games and an even division of it all. 10 goals, 10 assists, nice and even. But they've got so many weapons here in this Albany teams, but it does run through Simmons, the Smithsville, Ontario native at 5'11", 180. Be watching out for him all game long tonight. That young Rush defense is going to have their hands full with him and the rest of these Albany weapons.
And when you think about the Albany weapons, you got to mention Marshall Palace, a former member of the Saskatchewan Rush. We'll dive into him coming back to town a little bit later on in the broadcast. But for Saskatchewan across the floor, they got up to an 0-2 start. It wasn't ideal. There were questions being asked despite putting up 14 on Rochester. And then they go to Vegas and beat them 17-5, largely in part to Ryan Keenan taking control of the offense and doing what he does best, and that's dish the ball around.
Well, you know, with all the changes that happened in Saskatchewan this offseason, changes were going to happen. One of the guys that didn't change, I mean, outside of putting a C on his shoulder, that's Ryan Keenan. Tying a franchise record last week with a 9-assist performance. He's got 3 goals, 14 assists, and it looks like the offense is starting to settle in, starting to figure out their identity, who they are, and that's running through the captain, Ryan Keenan.
And after that win, the Rush sit 1-2 so far early on in the National Lacrosse League season. As for the Albany FireWolves, they are 3-0 atop of the NLL unified standings.
I love the unified standings. Every game means that much more. You can't have any throwaway games against a cross-division opponent, which this one might have been, you know, in years prior, but instead, this one's a big one. 3-0, coming in perfect, starting hot is Albany. How perfect for the FireWolves to start hot against a 1-2 Rush.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, 'Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, 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 we stand on guard
up. Everybody in the place stand up. Bounce to the beat, people hands up. Everybody in the place stand up. Bounce to the beat, people hands up. Everybody in the place stand up. Bounce to the beat, bounce to the beat, bounce to the beat, bounce to the beat. Everybody in the place stand up. 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 Everybody in the place.
The Fresh Coat Band Drum. Let's start the new year hot. Make some noise, Rush Nation!
Saskatchewan penalty number 10. 2 minutes for holding.
Holding. All right. Rush Nation, it is time for the Dakota Dudes Rush penalty kill. You about the flying balls earlier. Make sure you're watching.
FireWolves themselves a Peterborough native, Ethan Walker, his 8th of the year. And again, power play success being one of those things that has eluded the FireWolves so far in this season. As I just said, coming in at just 16% of the power play. A reverse broadcaster, James, if you will, Cody Jansen, as they get on the board with a power play marker early in this one.
Well, they switched it up from the first look on the power play, and unit number 2 got the job done on an early man advantage. Possession back in favor of the visitors. Ball gets dropped up top for Marshall Palace, former member of the Saskatchewan Rush. Over to Travis Longboat from Six Nations, Ontario. Down for Palace. Inside feed. Kurtz thought about it behind the back. Didn't have the angle around Bobby Kidd III, though. Up top for Palace. Off the post, and it's in. Marshall Palace back in Saskatchewan. Puts the FireWolves up by 2.
Palace looked fired up after scoring that one. I mean, as you generally are when you score a goal in the National Lacrosse League. But I can tell you, Palace looking happy to be back here in Saskatchewan. You could hear his woo from up here as a hush falls over the crowd that was ready to party on New Year's Eve. A good low shot from Marshall Palace. Gets by Frank Chiliano, who's been peppered so far early in this one, as it's been all FireWolves to start off this contest.
Travis Longboat up top. We apologize if there's little technical difficulties inside Sasktel Center here. New Year's Eve, it's rocking on Co-op Field, and the FireWolves red hot to start. Here's Walker, open the scoring, drives to the net, stopped by Chiliano. Gave him the business as well, and Adam J comes in to give him a cross check. Looks like they'll just give the Rush possession, and the offense hasn't really had a chance to get set up so far in this one. Now it gets blown in, and Patrick Dodds gets the ball on the wrong side of the rope. Down for Robert.
Don't have a shot yet here.
Robert Church to the middle. Looking for a lane, trying to go short side. Jameson's got his first stop of the game. Dodds will battle for a loose ball. Walter in there as well. 3 FireWolves surround them. Ball pops free, and it's going to be grabbed. Albany heading the other way of the floor. Keenan's going to stay back on defense. Barnable out there as well. Longbow pass got deflected by McClellan. Here's a break. Connor McClellan all alone. Stopped by Jameson.
That is what the Rush want to bring to this game and to all their opponents. Great transition attack, and McClellan just got robbed as he tried to go betwixt the pantaloons of Doug Jameson.
Barnaple knocked down, ends up turning it over, but we got a call coming.
So 2 minutes for a check from behind for Longboat, and the Rush power play that's been so dangerous. They're trying to get back on the board here. 48% coming in on the power play. Pretty cut and dry there on that one, and the hit from behind hit him in the numbers, knocked him off his feet.
Rush first power play of the contest. Albany 1 for 1 on the man advantage so far. Keenan early shot, count it, pound your chest, Saskatchewan. Ryan Keenan's on the board.
Started this year a little slow by his standards, and it's like something happened to him in Vegas that completely changed his year around. It's the opposite of the Vegas flu, if you will, as Keenan gets the first one of the night for Saskatchewan. A real good look here on the power play. Keenan playing that up high position, just steps into one, and he puts the Rush on the board and sends this New Year's Eve crowd to pounding their chests.
Captain Rush from Ryan Keenan finds the back net on the power play, and now can get back into it after allowing the first 2 in this contest. Connor McClellan waiting up top. He'll dump it off for Robert Church. Over to Zach Mance. Mans defended by Nardella. He's to the middle. Mans to shoot, and he scores. Top shelf where Grandma keeps the good stuff. Zach Mans has 11 in green.
huge trade that saw franchise stalwart and icon Mark Matthews shipped out to Toronto, but Zach Mans has absolutely filled his role here. Can't knock him off the ball. He's big and strong. Same thing, a similar look to Keenan. Finds some space up top and goes high to high on Doug Jamieson, beats him over the shoulder, and it's a tie game here in Saskatchewan.
Bobby Kidd III back on draws against Joe Nardella. Different strategy, but Nardella wins the battle. Rolls this one over to Zach Young. Take a double team there. Still holds on to the ball, though. Back to level ground. Palace's pass. Garland tried to jump on it. Couldn't catch it, though. Walker's off the bench. He's over to Palace. A little low to low, and they score. On the run, it's Alex Simmons who sneaks one inside the post.
I don't know if Frank Chiliano ever saw that shot coming. He didn't react till it was behind him. That might have caught a deflection off of something, because Chiliano was standing there. He was in position and then didn't really move at that ball as we get our second look at it here. I mean, low to low is one of the trickiest stops to make in lacrosse. Looks like it might have surprised Chiliano a bit, and Albany taking the lead back in this one, Cody.
Now Mike Triolo steps in to take the face off, but same result. It'll be Albany possession. Longboat up top. He's found himself a hole in Albany. Nathan Grennan as well. They found ways to pick up some free agents here. Kurtz, an outside look. Simmons won't shoot backdoor to Walker, and he scores. The quick stick beats Frank Chiliano, and Albany has 4 goals on 7 shots.
We were talking in our pregame show, Cody, about how much goaltending was going to come down on this one. Chiliano's had some great games and started with a couple not so good games for the Saskatchewan Rush. You can't put this on him at all. This is just a perfect quick stick shot. Again, you can't get across fast enough, can't get the stick down. He knows it's in, and Walker, he's got his first of the evening, his second of the evening, 9th of the season.
Well, it's a game of runs. Albany started with 2. The Rush responded with a pair, and Albany has the latest. Inside feed for Mike Messenger. He'll bang some bodies in the middle, but Doug Jamieson controls it, and it's up for Joe Nardella.
With the youth of both these teams too, Cody, expect to see a lot of runs in this game.
Longboat out of the corner. Here's Simmons again. 22 points already this year. Outside look, save made by Frank Chiliano. Isaac Anjou got tangled up with his forward, but it'll be Rush possession. 4-2's the score. 9:03 left to go in quarter number 1. Zach Mans has 1 of 2 goals for the Rush in this contest. Goes around a Clark Walters screen, finds Robert Church. Church now back for Mans. Mans across to Triolo, one hand on his stick, still holds on to it. Shot got deflected. This is going to be over and back, but the shot clock's going to expire, and that means we're going to go to a TV timeout. 8:41 left to go. Albany up 4-2 in Saskatchewan. The National Lacrosse League, presented by NLLstore.ca, a Fanatics experience, officially licensed to everything.
Hey guys, I'm Colton Watkinson. I'm a transition player for the Albany FireWolves. My New Year's resolution this year is to read more books.
Back underway here at Sastel Center. Albany out to a 2-goal lead. 8:35 left to go, quarter number 1. It's Cody James and John Fraser speed them on with you. FireWolves offense cooking early. Chiliano left pads in the way. Rebound popped out. Marshall Palace controls. He can drop the play he wants. Palace, a former member of the Saskatchewan Rush, zipped across inside, intended for Firth. Over his head, Walker jumps on it. Still 15 on the shot clock. Plenty of time for the FireWolves to work with. Palace trying to hit him in the middle. Pass goes wide, and it's scooped up by Garland.
So far, Albany's offense, even distribution. Walker, Simmons, and Kurtz all with 3 points each early in this one, Cody.
Zach Mantz down for Ryan Keenan. Keenan finds Triolo to Dotz. Got his pass right back from Keenan. Tried to go for Church, and Church misses the pass. Albany will settle it down. Michael Byrne, the Western Ontario product, buzzes up the floor, gets some help from Travis Longbow. Stands at 5'9", but he's not afraid to get the dirty areas. And he's got the skill to match it. Grennan now trying to shoot around a screen. Pump fake, won't let it go. Now it's back for Palace. The behind the back pass intended for Kurtz is over his head. In the corner, 3 on the shot clock. Grennan has it. Ball got deflected by Connor McClelland, and Isaac Enju can fly up the floor.
Starting to take a good look at why Albany is 3-0. So many different looks that they can throw at you. So many different guys that can put the ball in the net. Dangerous club so far this season.
Rush will turn it over there. Rush have a couple of turnovers already in this contest, but they had an NLL low against Vegas in their last outing. Only 11 turnovers against the Desert Ducks back on December 17th. FireWolves looking to expand this lead here. Less than 7 to play, quarter number 1. Grennan to the middle, caught the left arm of Frank Chiliano. Sam Firth picks up the rebound. Long boat, ball got turned over as Boudreau got his stick in the way.
Albany changing quick to limit the transition attack.
Ryan Keenan, bouncer on goal, save is made. Triolo trying to get the rebound, but it's pumped up top, and Zach Young's got another loose ball.
As I was saying, Cody, you can see Albany, they have the book on Saskatchewan. They know they want to run the ball. They're getting their defense out quick, not giving them an opportunity to strike in transition.
Palace now takes a cross check from his former teammate and Jarrett Smith. Ball back for Walker. Walker defended by Messenger. Flip for Palace. Trying to go across the body. That's off the pants of Chiliano. Now they'll call a push and give Saskatchewan possession.
Chiliano started giving up 4 on the first 7 shots he saw and is now settled in here. Starting to feel a lot better with 4 consecutive saves here and some dangerous looking Albany players.
Now Ryan Keenan was backed into a corner and the Rush throw it away again.
Rush haven't been able to get anything going here in terms of offensive sets, Cody. They open without the first 5 minutes without a shot, only have 5 so far this quarter. Albany's been really limiting their ability to get set up.
FireWolves again. 3 righties on the floor. Walker now tried to poke it back. Adam G was in the way. Grennan ran in there as well. Now Walker got a low slash in on Mike Mallory. Ref says that's fine and we'll play on. Zach Mans with the rock. 11 goals on the season. Summer ball star with the Nanaimo Timberman for Robert Church. Inside, Walters on the run. Punched out by Jamieson. Mike Triolo, he'll grab the loose ball. Second game in green. He had a goal and 3 assists against Rochester in the last home game Saskatchewan played. Triolo back for Mans. Zach Mans room to shoot low to low. That got deflected. Sturz got in the way. Triolo has it again. 10 on the shot clock. Pick comes from Kazevnikov. Swim move to the front bouncer. Save made by Jamieson, and he holds on to the rebound.
Triolo doing a real good job of using his giant frame. The man clocks in at nearly 7 feet tall. It's hard to get the ball when it's about a foot above your head in his stick still.
Firth. Little back pedal, and Jude chases him up top. Out of the corner, Longboat's in to help. Shot comes in from Ty Kurtz. Chiliano makes the save on the Delaware product, and he dives on the ball.
I think Chiliano surprised we didn't get a stoppage there. He was kind of looking for one, but they'll play on.
Generally, they may consider blowing that one down. Ref says keep the flow going. Robert Church now. 100+ points last season in the National League for Ryan Keenan. Kazevnikov had Doug Jamieson biting, and he hit him in the chest.
Yeah, I thought Kazevnikov definitely had that one there, but you heard the loud thud. A hard shot, a heavy shot. He had a hat trick last game, but you could hear that from up here as it went off the shoulder pads of Doug Jamieson.
Sam Firth, the 5th forward off the bench. Does it on the shot clock. Granite, little spin move. Ball popped free for a second as Mallory had to get back. Didn't get the slide as the ball ends up going wide there. Bobby Kidd the 3rd. Got beat one-on-one. Now the Rush have some numbers. It's Jay up the floor. Boudreau with Barnable. They had a 3-on-2, and they've opted to hold on to it here and get some offensive forwards on the floor. Clark Walter back up for Barnable. He'll stay in play. We know he can. The RIT star wearing green, looking for his first full season in Saskatchewan. Walter, a little fake. D-man bit, but the Rush slow to get 5 forwards on the floor. Now Dodds is out there. As help from Triolo. Finds Walter on the run, off the mark. Keenan doesn't to shoot. Walter opens up space. Keenan back to the middle off the right foot of Jamison. And the ball gets scooped up by Burke.
The Rush with an obvious shooting plan here on Jamison. They're putting everything across the middle, looking for screens and trying to go high on him.
Big hit by Connor McClelland. He ends up flattening Michael Burke. Messenger now. He'll defend Longbow. Down for Walker. Put him on hat-trick watch already. 2 in the game. 5 on the shot clock. Low to low, it finds iron. Now Jarrett Smith, jump ball. He's got that and numbers. Isaac Enju's up the floor. Jarrett Smith, far side, stopped by Jamison.
And that's what the Rush want to do. They want to push the pace. They want to attack in transition. That was their first real good opportunity to do so. Comes up with a great chance for the Winnipeg Jet, Jarrett Smith.
Jarrett Smith, 3 goals last season, 4 in his NLL career. Simmons. Simmons will lob it across for Firth. Firth now trying to go far side. Rush netminder Frank Chiliano steps out on him. Bobby Kidd the 3rd walks it up on the logo. 61 seconds left to go. Opening quarter here on Co-op Field. Robert Church with the rock. He'll drive to the net, scores! Oh, they're gonna say he stepped in the crease.
Looks like from our angle up here in the press box that Church went into the crease trying to score that one, but we'll maybe get a second look at it here as we take a quick break.
Well, I guess we'll step aside to get another look. We'll come back after the break. Well, Robert Church was inches away. Robert Church had an opportunity, and you can see on the replay here, the foot touches white paint.
Yeah, that's pretty cut and dry. I don't think we're going to see a challenge out of Rush head coach Jimmy Quinlan on this one. It's always touch and go near that crease area, but you get a real good look here. Watch his right foot, Cody. It is definitely on the white by the Timmy Hortons logo there, and that is a great call by our officiating crew and a good non-challenge here in the dying moments of the opening quarter. Of course, we've been talking about it, that balanced attack from the guys from Albany. 3 players with 3 points in a 4-2 lead.
45 seconds to go here. Simmons trying to drive on Boudreau. Walker's up top around Messenger. Off the boards. Paulus, one arm on his stick. Flips this one. It's grabbed by Boudreau. Boudreau's on a break here. Boudreau, Triolo, scores! Mike Triolo with his 2nd in a Rush jersey, and Saskatchewan's cut the lead in half.
The Rush love to attack in transition, but that's a hard thing to stop. Albany to start this quarter have been getting their defensive core out quick. This time the Rush catch him on a slow change. Jake Boudreau, who's got all the talent in the world, over to Mike Triolo for the quick stick. Probably bit there. You could see as Watkinson thought that Boudreau was going to shoot, which is usually a fair guess to make. Said he goes across to Triolo, and Triolo's got his 2nd of the season.
Nardella, face-off win. Albany not going to call a timeout. An early shot that ends up going wide. Longboat has it now.
You can hear the bench calling for Doug Jamison here.
Now Jamison goes 6 on 5. Dozen seconds left to go in the quarter. Albany up by 1. Barnable defend. It's over to Walker behind the net. They wanted Palace for the dunk. Jared Smith was in the way. Giuliano couldn't get to it before Kurtz, but the defense swarms around him and takes away any opportunity they might have had. Albany comes out blazing. The Rush have responded. Saskatchewan trails by 1. We're back for the second quarter. Coming up next.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Quinlan with the Saskatchewan Rush coach, and my New Year's resolution is to choose my words more carefully around my kids, so stop the profanities. I don't think I'll do it, but Happy New Year.
We can't hear him.
Jimmy Quinlan never curses. What are we talking about here, Cody Jansen? I have never heard it, nor seen it, or heard it from all the way here in our spot in the broadcast booth at Sastel Center. He's not quiet with it. For a guy that's a teacher that's got to bite his tongue all day, it's really amazing. As you can see, Jimmy Quinlan fired up. And of course, this is really cool too. Youngest NLL official in the history of the league. That's his debut game right here. That's Nick DeSantos. 22 years old, Cody Jansen. I was still cutting my teeth as a DJ in Lloydminster when I was 22. This guy's out here in the best league of the world, the next major league, officiating a game. Big ups for the young man.
Impressive to say the least. Quarter number 2 is underway with another Albany face-off with Joe Nardella. 70% on the draws coming into this game, and he's only improving that in this contest.
Yeah, 5 for 7 so far tonight, Cody.
Off the bench, it's Ty Kurtz. Finds Marshall Palace, former member of the Saskatchewan Rush. Down for Simmons. Simmons around Barnable on goal, pushed out to the corner. Reset comes. Longboat down to Palace. Defended by Messenger. Simmons will keep it hot. Longboat, plenty of time and space, and it's a great save by Frank Giuliano. Simmons got the reset. Albany, couple of 2-goal runs in that opening quarter. Puts them up by 1 right now. Grenett, former member of Panther City, goes 5-hole and scores. Nathan Grenett puts 1 home for his 3rd of the season.
3rd goal and 8th point of the season for Grennan, who goes betwixt the legs of Frank Giuliano. Tons of movement there by Albany there, all looking for the middle. This was about the 3rd time that you had a player fake, gain a little bit of space up top and just unload and take a shot. Longboat had tried it a couple times, and it's going to be Grennan that finally puts it there after a couple resets. Good hard shot, partially using the defender of the screen, and that's how to beat a goaltender like Frank Giuliano.
Garland, face-off win for Smith, but he got clocked in the neutral zone. FireWolves are dogs on bones when it comes to loose balls. They are all over the place.
Yeah, 27 so far in this game, Cody.
Jared Smith has to get back out to defend. Walker, second lefty. Simmons scans the floor, takes the shot. It's off the left toe of the Rush netminder. 13:25 to go here, quarter number 2. FireWolves up by a pair. Firth opens up some space. Ball down for Longboat. Quick stick misses. Walker on the rebound. Put it wide as well.
The Peterborough product almost with his hat-trick goal on that one. Great chance for Walker.
Here's Jared Smith. Thought about going in transition. That's the side he likes to shoot from as well. Good reverse transition, took it away. Here's Robert Church in the middle, looking to pull this one back across the body. It's wide, and the other way goes Albany. 3-on-2 opportunity if they're quick. Outside look, and it's a bouncer that misses the mark from Jackson Reed. Boudreau decides to play. Keenan dodges, Bernie Mans with the twister. Wrong side of the road, he puts it home, and the Rush have 4.
You're never expecting a guy to get much of a shot off when he's on the wrong side. Never mind to twist it and put it over the shoulder of Dougie Jamieson. What a goal. Zach Mann's already becoming a fan favorite here in Saskatchewan. But again, it all starts with a spark plug. Jake Boudreau finding his man, some quick passes passing, and that passing, Cody, for the Rush has looked so much more improved as this year has gone on. Better ball distribution, a nice little twister, and that is going to put the Rush back within one.
Zach Mans, he scored his first National Lacrosse League, or his first National Lacrosse League game was against the Albany organization when they were in New England back in December of 2019.
I love already seeing the number 2 jerseys. He's already become a fan favorite here in Saskatchewan.
Marshall Palace, nothing but time down Main Street. Chiliano stops him. Kurtz has the rebound. Simmons. I'll slow it down, get Firth on the floor. Kurtz up top on the restraining line. Defender jumps out on him. Now he'll zip that one across. Grennan looking for his second. Denied by Chiliano. Simmons. Little fake pick. No lane for Kurtz to hit him with a pass, though. Ball comes back. Walker. Firth goes down to Palace. Back intended for Firth, and Barnable got his stick in the way. Little inside look. Grennan around, and he scores. Back to back, Nathan Grennan. 2 for Albany. Goes 5-hole again, and the FireWolves back up by 2.
This Albany team presents so many problems for any teams on defense. There's just so many guys that can shoot, that give you different looks. They're giving you different looks every single time. They keep running that one play, trying to get it up high and shooting from that. Instead, this time, Grennan, little spin move like he's Dwight Schrute in the office, unloads one and beats Chiliano down low and restores the 2-goal cushion.
Remember, Grennan was dropped outright. He was a free agent. Anyone could have had him. Well, he's got 4 goals in 4 games with the Albany Fireworks under head coach Glenn Clark. He was one of the players he mentioned when we talked to him before this one of who stood out, Grennan, and just how bad he wants to win. Walker with the ball now. Spins back on Andrew. Simmons from way outside. Caught Chiliano in the jersey. Jared Smith, push back, gets over, beats the 8-second kill. Help from Holden Garland. Mike Messenger now getting a shift on offense. He'll get the rock here on Suris. Messenger, early shot, goes off the post, and then he lowers the boom. Mike Messenger on Byrne.
Don't mess with a man who hunts grizzly bears for fun. That was learned the hard way by Byrne there.
Bobby Kidd III for Ryan Keenan. We'll see if the Rush can build on some of that momentum. Zach Mance put him on hat-trick watch. Robert Church down low. Headed for Kazevnikov and a hat-trick against Vegas. Couldn't get the shot off that time. Here's Watkinson waiting for help, and Marshall Palace swoops in.
Great double team there, picking up the awareness. Palace stumbled just for a second, and Jay went right after him, picked up the loose ball.
Messenger again around a pick, and he hits the exact same pipe.
I think he might have hit the exact same spot too, Chandler. Wow, he's got a spot he's looking for, that's for sure.
Albany continues the track meet. Both of these teams young, fast, and hungry to prove themselves in the National Lacrosse League. Both of these rosters, 2 of the youngest on paper in the NLL. Kurtz, little inside. Grennan got 2 in the contest already. Both of them went 5-hole. Another opportunity. Chiliano's got to fall back on that one as he sits on it. Frank Chiliano makes that one not roll over the goal line, and 6-4 is the score. Albany up on Saskatchewan as Messenger lowers the boom. Back in Saskatoon, let's head down to the 3rd member of our broadcast team. Here's Sabina Mott.
Well, you know what? They're playing They're playing against each other tonight, but Holden Garland from the Saskatchewan Rush and Doug Jamieson of Albany both played together back in 2017, winning the Minto Cup when they played for the Six Nation Arrows. Back that time, Pat Merrill even credited Jamieson much for the success of that season, calling him the heart and soul of the season.
Sabine, there you get a look at a couple of photos. One of the best junior A teams to run through the circuit. Garland, Jamieson. Well, Doug Jamieson's been a star in this one as well. 10 saves. Quarter number 2, 9:20 to go. We are back underway on Co-op Field. Zach Mance, 2 goals in the contest. Hits the brakes on Byrne. Good to see Byrne back on the floor after taking a huge hit from Mike Messenger earlier in the fight. Ryan Keenan finds Mans, trying to go high five-hole. Jamieson got it, sliding to his right.
Probably the toughest of the saves that Doug Jamieson's made tonight. A good one to keep the lead at 2 for Albany.
Colton Watkinson, Limestone product of the NCAA Div 2 circuit. Finds Longboat. 2's got Simmons with him. Little pump fake to the middle. Simmons wanted to pass it. Now he'll try and throw one down low. Jay's going to have to battle in the corner, and Bobby Kidd III's going to have himself a loose ball.
Simmons, one of 2 FireWolves with 4 points on the night. Kurtz and him, but both sitting there mostly through the assist route, as Simmons 1 and 3. Kurtz with 4 assists so far in this one.
Bobby Kidd III taking draws, playing defense and a little offense in this one. Here's Clark Walter. He'll try and cut through the crease. Can't finish.
Went horizontal, couldn't quite pick it up. Another good save by Doug Jamieson there.
Albany offense, 6 goals on 23 shots on the New Year's Eve Classic from Saskatchewan. Ty Kurtz outside on the half wall. Walker comes in, set the pick. Firth hammers that one off the boards. Bouncing out, Triolo kicks it up. It would have been backing over if Albany touched it, but Triolo can settle it down. 1 in the game, 2 on the season. Messenger will stay in play as well. Pushes back Firth. Triolo way up top on the roll. Save made by Jamieson. Almost looked like that was pushed back, but they'll give Zach Young some leeway.
I like the look of that Rush offensive set with Mike Messenger out there as he really messes things up for the Albany FireWolves defense down the middle.
Ty Kurtz cuts inside and the shot goes in. Alex Simmons rips one home, his 2nd of the game for Albany.
Simmons came in with 10 and 10 on the year, and he's got now 2 and 3 on the night. Just a big shot for the leading goal scorer for the Albany FireWolves. And I've said it before, they've got so many different looks on offense. This time again, just a big over-the-shoulder shot using Holden Garland as a bit of a screen, as Garland couldn't get in the way of that one. Picks his spot on Chiliano, who looks skywards as he was kind of starting to move the wrong way. And now Simmons has 12 on the season and 2 on the evening.
5 points, it's a game high for Simmons, the Syracuse product. Kurtz down for Longboat. Longboat defended by McClellan. Stick got knocked out of his hand. And it's the Marquette man, Connor McClellan, to send one up for Jarrett Smith. Former Winnipeg Blizz star in the Rocky Mountain Lacrosse League. As Robert Church and Zach Mance. Pick got set by Dots. Up top for Walter. Bouncer misses, but he got his own rebound. Keenan, 7 on the shot clock. Keenan now short side. Jamieson makes a save. It's caught in his path. Up the floor, and Walker will have to slow it down here as he waits for some forwards to support him.
Peterborough product on hat trick watch so far tonight, Cody.
Walker. Simmons, another FireWolf on hat trick watch. Simmons, little fake. Now he floats one inside. Good defense there by Barnable to get his stick in the way. Ball goes over the net. Messenger almost overran it. Simon Palace got tied up.
Heads up play by the veteran Frank Chiliano. That ball was coming. He could have touched it. He could have knocked it down, but that would have led to a potential reset. Lets it fly behind him, and that allows the Rush to take over on the shot clock violation.
Zach Mantz passes way behind Mike Triolo. It's free game on the ground, and here goes Albany. 3-on-2. Ishimura up top. Chiliano makes a save. Nardella on the rebound, hits the post.
Absolute defensive breakdown for the Rush. There was 3 Firewolves all right outside the crease, and none of them can convert. Great A chance there.
Rush escaped by an eyebrow. Albany up by 3 here. New Year's Eve in Saskatchewan. Watkinson, captain consistent. Finds Simmons. Part of the youthful offense here in Albany. They've gone through a big transition since the New England days. Simmons around man. Shot got blocked by McClelland. Inside look. Walker tries to go low. Chiliano makes the save. Boudreau with the loose ball as they get a reset here. Boudreau up the floor.
The Rush coming into this one, Cody, as you watch Garland wear one with 73 block shots on the year.
Clark Walter for Church. Left hand sink by Jamieson. Call coming against Albany. 6-on-5, Zach Mantz, the extra attacker off the bench. Keenan to help out. Mans down for Church. Mantz finds Church. His pass got knocked down. Walter's in the corner. No help as Albany touches up, and they'll be shorthanded here with 3:52 left to go in quarter number 2. Firewolves up by 3 in SaskTel Center.
The National Lacrosse League returns to Montreal for the first time since 2004 when Jeff Teat and the New York Riptide clash with Mark Matthews and the Toronto Rock on February 16th at Place Bell. Catch this special event on TSN and RDS and streaming live on TSN Plus and ESPN Plus.
Saskatchewan on the power play here as there you look at Michael Burns sitting in the sin bin.
2 minutes for the illegal cross check. So both teams so far 1 for 1 on the power play. Not surprising at all with the firepower that both of them have coming into this one. Coming into tonight, Albany 44 goals on the season, Saskatchewan 43. See if they can add to their power play total tonight.
Robert Church, 5-man advantage. Ryan Keenan will steer the ship on the power play. Keenan won't shoot it down. Now he's got it back. Mans cuts to the middle. Walter hits Church for the quick stick, and Doug Jamieson denies him.
He has had Robert Church's number all night. That's about the third 10-bell save on Robert Church by Doug Jamieson.
Watkinson slows it down with Smith. Robert Church, 4 shots on goal. None have counted so far.
Got close on one, but was called back on a crease violation.
Simmons, way wide. Grennan let that one fly from the logo. Chiliano had to be sharp, stepping to his left. Power play continues here. Minute left of the man advantage. 2:49 left to go in the opening half. Keenan for Mans. 15 on the shot clock. Keenan back for Church. Far side. Catches the jersey of the Albany netminder. Keenan's up top. Scored on the power play in the opening quarter. Church back for Keenan. Trying to go stick side this time. Jump ball in the air as Zach Mantz keeps control of it. Won't be over and back. Power play gets one more look here. 7 on the shot clock. Robert Church, Zach Mans, low to low, easily read by Jamieson. Now it's up top, and Mans causes a turnover. Help of Patrick Dodds. Dodds now down for Church. Rush still have 5 seconds left on this power play if they want to go quick. It looks like they'll wait this one out, though. Probably run a play as soon as the Albany man comes back to play some defense. Dodds all the way across for Keenan. Passes over his head. He had to peel back. Back to Dodds. Caught the outside. High on Jamison as Walter puts one up in his throat area.
What a sequence by Mans. Couple great looks. Crosses a turnover, picks up a crucial loose ball to hold on there for the Rush, but couldn't turn into anything.
Long boat. Down the corner. Simmons off the bench. Little inside twister. Save made by Shiliano, but he cleaned up his own rebound. Firth on the back pedal, made himself an easy outlet so the shot clock can get reset. Glenn Clark's side buzzing in the opening half on the road. Granite shot bounces wide. It's a jump ball. Bobby Kidd III comes down with it. Up for Messenger. One-on-one with Simmons. Mike Messenger now trying to run through him, and he whips it wide.
How often do you see a guy with a stiff arm before a shot in lacrosse, Cody?
Kazevnikov now. He'll step into one. Grennan getting into it with Messenger. Down low. Garland grabs the loose ball. Walter up top for Keenan. Keenan, 30 left to go in the corner. Held onto by his defender, Kazevnikov outside. Save made by Jameson. Reset comes. Rush will get a timeout in, and they'll get a chance to pull Frank Shiliano.
Great play there designed by the Rush to pick that up, get the reset, and allow yourself to take the timeout and run the 6-on-5. But the Rush, their offense coming alive for really the first time in this game off the back of that power play. Lots of different looks, a little bit of more iron in their diet as that has continued to be a trend for the Rush tonight. Near misses, a lot of posts, and they're still only down by 3. The shots started to be a little bit more even as Albany was dominating on the shot clock for most of this one. Now just 30-24 in there. So for the first time, we finally got somebody killing off a penalty, but coming into tonight, lots of offense, lots of weapons. That's how these two teams match up. Robert Church, Ryan Keenan, Zach Mans, all with 17 points heading into tonight. Dodds right behind them at 2 and 9. 94 shots on goal in their first 3 games for those 4 men. Is that any good, Cody Jansen?
They'll go 6-on-5 here, looking to cut into the deficit. Shiliano's on the bench. Robert Church, Patrick Dodds, Mike Triolo are the righties. Clark Walter, Ryan Keenan, Zach Mans are the lefties. Mans has 2 in the game. Keenan has 1. Triolo has the other. Robert Church will have the ball. There's 22.3 seconds left, so they'll likely run it down till about the 9 to 8 second mark. Patrick Dodds, 7 assists against Vegas in the Rush's last game. Here's Zach Mans. He's on hat-trick watch for the Rush. Now Robert Church walks towards the middle. Dodds back for Mans. Pass got deflected. Ball right back to Jamison. A second to look at the empty net. Triolo cut it and put it in, but it's about half a second after the quarter had expired.
So close. What a great play by Triolo, and being a Giant sometimes pays off there, Cody.
Wow, that was a wild ending to the first half, and we know the second is going to have a lot more, but first, it's halftime from SaskTel Center. Inside SaskTel Center on Co-op Field. We've been treated to a good one that had a crazy end to that opening half with Triolo almost taking the ball away from Doug Jamison and finding the back of the net.
Doug Jamison going for the goalie goal, which I love when the goalie takes it, gives it the whirl. But Triolo, and again, I'm not exaggerating when I say this man is almost 7 feet tall. Triolo jumps up and almost puts it in. What a play to end what was really a great half, Cody. Like, just entertaining here on your New Year's Eve.
Back and forth lacrosse as we get a look at some of the highlights here. It was Albany who jumped out to an early start.
Yeah, certainly. Albany with the early start in this one, dominating most of it, using all all of their weapons that they have to start off this one. As we're getting a quick look there at the Albany goals and their quick start, as we're now about to jump into the highlights here. Getting a look so far at what you've been able to enjoy here in your New Year's Eve. Bunch of goals going back and forth on both sides in this one. It's been offense, offense, offense. Powerless, as you see there, is the Rush with their counter-attack. Started slow, but got it figured out. Ryan Keenan, the captain, doing the captain thing. Zach Mann's quickly becoming such a huge favorite here in Saskatchewan. But it's been Albany all the way. Simmons, he's got 5 points. Peterborough's Walker, he's got himself on hat-trick watch as we look at Simmons with his second of the night. It's been a great entertaining start. If you do love the offense, just going over and over on this one, and then the Rush with a counterattack, showing their different ways of attacking. Like that crisp passing there, Cody, by that Saskatchewan Rush, that has not really been there to start this season for the most part, but it was there tonight, a couple of those goals. But these FireWolves, so many options that they have to score goals and so many different ways to do it, as you've seen in this highlight pack here. Simmons, that being his second one there. So really good look so far by both teams, and I expect much of the same coming up here in the second half, Cody.
And it's been Albany's top players that have led the way, right? We talk about Robert Church, Ryan Keenan. They each only have 2 points in that opening half. Yep. By their standards, they know they can be better in the final 30.
And they're going to have to be if the Rush want to come out here with a win on the biggest New Year's Eve party in Saskatchewan. But right now, this is my first live look at this Albany team, and man, they've been good. So many weapons, so much strength, and just so many ways to score. How are you going to slow that down in the second half? It's going to be up to the Rush to figure that out.
Well, let's take a look at some of those stats from the opening 30 minutes of play. Saskatchewan, Albany, biggest New Year's Eve party in the province. Albany outshot the Rush 29-23. Face-offs dominated by Albany. Power plays 1 for 1 for the FireWolves, 50% for the Rush. Loose balls in favor of the FireWolves, and the turnovers. Albany 3 more than Saskatchewan. Simmons has led the way, 5 points in this one. Rush Nation, well, it's a good crowd on hand, and they're going to have to turn it up a notch come third quarter time. We're back with more halftime action from Saskatchewan. Take a look at the out-of-town scoreboards. Week number 5. Philly comes back and beats Halifax, so that's 16-15. In overtime. Georgia beat Buffalo 9-8. Vancouver blew a lead against Colorado 12-11 the final there. San Diego beats Rochester 17-14. Toronto clobbers New York 14-8 the final yesterday. And then it was Calgary. Jesse King, 3 goals, 6 assists as they beat the Las Vegas Desert Dogs 17-11. Even with only 3 games played, Week 4 didn't disappoint with some great plays. So for the last time in 2023, here are the top 5 plays of the week.
Lansbury now. Flips it in front, and Smith scores!
Smith peels off at a beautiful 2-man game by the childhood friends.
And someone that doesn't have a goal yet is Fields, and there he is on cue.
He fakes behind the back, and what that does is it freezes the defense, and it allows Connor Fields to drop his arms and get that shot more sideways.
And the thing for Panther City, you bring up, wow, 21 with a beautiful goal there. Boucher with the spin move right in front. Pat Foley gets caught up front. Boucher hits him with a spin move and beats Daymood 5-hole there.
Off. Nice little 2-man game working around. Connor Kelly with the shot. Great save by Dobson. Oh, there's another shot. Oh, what a save by Dobson. He just put the hands up like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Caputo going off gingerly, shall we say.
Crawford with a one-handed goal. 2 guys on him. Good hold of his left hand. Says, you know what? I can do this without my left hand. I'll take it with the right.
The biggest New Year's Eve party in Saskatchewan. Hey, you gotta look at the Kansas City Aerial Arts putting on a show here at halftime. It was the Albany FireWolves putting on a show in quarters number 1 and 2. It's been a balanced attack, but it's come in runs of 2. And so Jimmy Quinlan always talks about, hey, we want to limit teams' runs to 2.
Yep.
But there's also that response factor that needs to happen. How does Saskatchewan find that going forward?
Oh, I think it's just a matter of finally getting one of their goals to drop. I mean, you look at the near misses over the net. I mean, Mike Messenger alone's hit the post 3 different times. Like, they're getting the looks. Jamison's playing really, really well. It's just you're missing it by that millimeter or that half an inch, right? I think it's just a matter of you get 1 or 2 of those to finally drop, and then maybe you go on a run of your own. Because every time they get on a run, it's like, boom, there's more iron for your diet here on New Year's Eve.
Do you remember what our 3 keys to the game were on the radio pregame show?
Yes.
I'm putting on you on the spot here. Hey, we got the most extensive pregame show in the National Lacrosse League on 99 The Bull. We talked about 3 keys to the game. I don't feel Saskatchewan has done any of them.
No, we talked about limiting the high danger chances. Albany has scored on most of their high danger chances. Again, the big looks with the partial screen, stuff like that. We talked about drawing power plays. They've only done that twice. This is a team that goes 50% on your power play. You want to do that more. And then the third one, I cannot remember the third one, but I feel like
shots on goal.
There we go. And they had that a little at the end.
23 shots on goal and a half. Well, rarely get it done.
No, but I mean, too, they
League.
started so slow with the shots on goal. Like, we were talking, I don't think they had a shot till 10 minutes were gone in the first quarter and kind of turned it on a bit. But they've been getting looks. They've been getting chances. Just this Albany team comes as advertised. It's just weapon after weapon after weapon. And, you know, when you can't just focus on one guy like you can against so many other teams in the National Lacrosse League, you think you could ever do that, Cody?
I don't think so. Not even in my prime. Now you got to look at the game leaders in this one.
Yeah, Simmons with 2 and 3. Kurtz with 4 assists. Walker, the Peterborough product, 2 goals, 1 assist. Marshall Palace, former Rush. Bit of a revenge game there. 1 goal and 2 assists for him. And quickly becoming the fan favorite, Zach Mans with 2 goals. And there just goes to show you right there. Your game leaders, you got 5 points, 4 points, 3 points, 3 points from those guys with Albany. And it's even scoring, and it's hard to shut that down.
This Albany team is clicking on all cylinders. I think that's an easy way to put it, but you could definitely tell they're a well-gelled group. And down between the benches, it's Sabine Amont.
Cody, John, I had a chance to speak with Coach Glenn Clark from Albany today just before their shoot-around, and he talked about the heavy importance of community involvement and building that relationship with Albany. So he talked about how the team has made a number of visits within the schools in the community, and he himself has even relocated the family to Albany with his kids even involved in hockey and sports there. No different than the Rush, of course, being heavily involved in their community as well. So 2 very well community-rounded teams that we've got playing tonight.
Well, Glenn Clark, getting to talk with him before, along with Sabine as well. An interesting man. I first met him back in 2019 in Langley, and boy, can he coach a club. Because on paper, everyone in the lacrosse world knows Albany has been the surprise of the season. It is half number 2 is underway on Co-op Field in SaskTel Center. Joe Nardella, another face-off win, his 11th of the game so far. And back the other way, Albany, look at their offense on the floor. Jakowski. A peel back, Mike Mallory will defend. Simmons, 5 points in that opening half, but inside feed ends up on the ground. Albany will control it. Long shot, that got soaked by Mike Mallory, who scored his first career goal against New England.
That is always one that's painful, but that's part of what this Rush team has to do to limit those high danger chances, Cody. Wear a couple and then turn around and do something good with it.
Zach Mans breaking ankles out there around Byrne to the nets. It's in. Oh, it was behind Jamison, but Mans cut through the crease.
Had he stayed out, I think that one goes, but he took I don't think he thought it was going to fall, so that's why he went through the crease. Easy call here for our officiating crew and no goal.
Albany still up by 3, early quarter number 3.
Second waved off goal for the Rush tonight, too.
Longboat now fires and scores. Albany strikes first in quarter 3.
And that's what I was talking about here, Cody, coming out of halftime, that the Rush just need to get one to drop and hopefully grab some momentum, and that hasn't happened. And look what happens here. They get a goal waved off at one end, turn around, and Albany on the counterattack, finding that high danger look. Tons of time and space. Garland doesn't get out to Travis Longboat to challenge him, and Longboat's got another, his 5th of the season, his 2nd of the game. So add him to the growing number of FireWolves on hat trick watch.
Ball's going to bounce over to Kurtz right in front of the Saskatchewan bench. Nardella giving Albany the majority of possessions, and they are capitalizing. Walker, pick set by Palace. Walker now around Jay. Wrong side of the street. He'll peel back and wait for Simmons to help him. Simmons. Little inside, outside on Barnaball. Misses the mark, and Boudreau scoops it. Off to Mike Triolo. Goal in the contest. Finds Ryan Keenan. No Cameron Grenier for Saskatchewan in this one. Keegan Bell, the other scratch. Ball still hopping around. Byrne controls. Back check there by the captain, and Ryan Keenan trying to poke it free. He stays on his feet. Ryan Keenan, partial break, misses the net.
Did everything but bury there. What a great play by Ryan Keenan. Summons Saskatchewan, question his physicality. Not after that play, Cody.
John Piatelli and Nick Vocom are the scratches for Albany in this one, wearing their wedding whites. Going left, right on your TV screen. Kurtz from outside scores. A blast by the righty beats Chiliano, and it's 9-4 FireWolves.
Kurtz had been the helper for everybody tonight, coming into the second half with 4 assists, and now he goes out and gets himself a goal. Adding to the collection on his 5th point of the night. I think the Rush were expecting him to pass. Messenger didn't get quite on him. He was looking for him to go back across the other side. Instead, doesn't get to him in time. Kurtz has a chance to go low to low and beats Chiliano, which has been a spot where they've had success on him tonight. Has been low, and we've seen that continue there with Kurtz's 1st of the night.
Messenger got his stick on the hands, but it was half a second too late, and that's the difference in the National Lacrosse League. You can get away with it in summer ball, not here. Albany makes the Rush pay. They're up by 5. Walker doesn't on the ticker. Little outside look. This one comes all the way back, and Jay has to defend. Shot just misses. Bobby Kidd III grabs it. Now Jay's tied up. Paschuk as well.
Well, and Bobby Kidd III wanted to go, but because of the little bit of shenanigans behind there, Cody, he wasn't able to push the pace.
We've seen a couple little tie-ups. No melees yet, though. Clark Walter trying to pull this one back off the shoulder of Dougie Jameson, and it ends up in row 6.
But if you're Albany, you're playing a team that likes to attack in transition like Saskatchewan. That's a good way to slow them down.
Robert Church now. Now this pass back. Inside for Mans on the roll, and Church was trying to grab the rebound. Mans has 2 in the game. Church has yet to put one over the goal line. Travis Longboat with it now. Open the scoring in this second half for Albany, who's out shooting Saskatchewan 31-26. Marshall Palace. Ball got knocked free by Isaac Enju, the 22-year-old defender. Back for Granite. Far side. Chiliano got a piece of it. And the reset comes in favor of the FireWolves. Longboat behind the net. Granite. Well, you don't want to judge decisions, but Grennan has been a great one for Albany. He has stood out in this game, and Glenn Clark speaks highly of him. Longboat misses the net. Back for Walker, a little inside cut, and Chiliano falls back on it.
Yeah, I definitely could not be an NLL GM, but seems like everybody missed out on Grennan. Albany, too, on loose balls like crazy tonight, too. 54-39, they're out scooping the Rush tonight.
Jared Smith pushes the pace. Robert Church now looking to go 5-hole on Jameson. Making it look easy as he drops into a hockey-style butterfly with 9:50 to go in quarter number 3. 9-4, Albany leads. They got 2 in the second half.
Jake Boudreau, I play for the Saskatchewan Rush, and my New Year's resolution is not to go on my phone for 20 minutes when I wake up in the morning.
I'm guilty of the same thing, Jake. Maybe you just gave me one. But while you're on your phone, for all the latest news, highlights, and behind-the-scenes content, follow NLL on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter/X, and YouTube. And stay current with scores and in-depth articles on NLL.com. As the third member of our broadcast team, Sabine, keeping everything up to date here. Probably checking out the highlights on those past couple goals here by the Albany FireWolves to start off this second half.
Travis Longboat has one. Ty Kurtz with the other in half number 2. Albany 4 shots on goal in quarter number 3, and 2 of them have found the back of the net. Palace and the offense back underway. Alex Simmons. It's a 1-on-1, put it on goal. Kurtz going for the rebound. He got buried in the crease as Mike Messenger will run it north. Boudreau now. It's a 3-on-3. Boudreau thought about spinning it out. Now he is going to wait here. He wanted to go for a while as Messenger will stay in play.
But again, behind the plate, Garland was tied up with a Firewolf, so he wasn't able to get out there.
Mance back over Dots. Quick stick kick save. Dougie.
Dougie coming up huge there again. He's having himself a bit of a night, especially pitching the shutout to start the second half here, Cody.
Walker driving on Isaac Enju. Scored his first National Lacrosse League goal in the season opener over in Halifax. Grennan, free arm, pushes back Enju. Unable to capitalize, and now Grennan and McClellan having a couple of words.
Just a great play going to the net by Grennan. Starting the season with a chip on his shoulder after going unsigned by everybody. He's proving everybody in the NLL wrong so far, especially in this one, Cody.
Triolo up for Walter. Rush will run a sneak. Frank Chiliano's on the bench now, going 6-on-5. Here's Robert Church, 5-hole. Save made by Jameson. FireWolves up the floor. Chiliano is going to get back, but it'll be a 3-on-2 the other way. Little backdoor feed, low to low, and it's underneath Chiliano somewhere from Jackson Reed, the Ohio State man.
I don't know if Kastrok knew that Chiliano was out of the goal, as he was just kind of taking it up the floor instead of stepping on the gas. He would have had a sure empty netter had he put the pedal down.
Churchill zip this one across the floor. Keenan, little spin back, room to run, bouncer. Did it catch a piece of Jameson? They say it will. So the shot clock gets freshened up for Saskatchewan. Triolo for Kazevnikov. Outside, it's Ryan Keenan, the captain. Back for Church. Robert Church finds Walter. Little spin move, twister on goal, kick save is made. Rebound won by Church. Robert Church. These teams have met once as Albany becoming the FireWolves franchise. Church had a hat trick in that meeting. Albany won at 10-5 at MVP Arena back in 2022. Walter on the roll, bouncer, easy save by Jameson.
But they got something figured out tonight, Cody. Even when you see Church kept off the scoreboard a bit, normally he still has a bucket of shots. Only 6 shots on goal so far in this one.
Simmons. Kurtzel sent the pick. Palace now rips one back door. Longboat cutting down the middle. Kurtz up top, 5 on the shot clock. Simmons bounces this one, and it ends up behind the mark.
Simmons has cooled down about as much as he can so far through the third quarter. Still 5 points leading the way for this game, but nothing going so far with 6 minutes left in the third quarter.
Zach Mans, he's on hat-trick watch for the Rush. Kazevnikov now. He'll cut back, finds Mans. Mans shot off the back of his teammate Triolo, I believe.
Think he got him right in the pantaloons, Cody.
Boudreau wins the loose ball battle for Saskatchewan. Now his teammate wasn't there, and they're going to call, they reset the shot clock. So I think Boudreau thought it got a reset as the Rush were going for a change. Can't hear the refs counting down from our location in Saskatchewan Center. We're a little high up. Long boat to the net, trying to go 5-hole. Mallory defending Kurtz. Enju in to help. Ty Kurtz, corner for Longboat. Plenty of time on the shot clock. They're looking for the set they like. Longboat, though, it gets soaked by Mallory.
Mallory's going to need all the ice packs tonight, Cody. That's his third block.
Kurtz, high to low. Absorbed by Giuliano,
who has much more padding than Mike Mallory to take that kind of punishment.
Just a little bit. Here's Zach Mans. Post up, scores. Throw those hats. Zach Mans puts one under the crossbar.
Right as things had started to get a little sleepy here in Saskatchewan. Haven't seen a goal in a while. This ends Albany's 2-goal run to start the second half. Zach Mans, he's been everywhere tonight. He's been everything for this club. Just posts up and just flat out beats Doug Jamieson. He says, my shot is better than your shoulders, and just gets behind one and buries it. Jamieson with a valiant effort, but he wasn't stopping that. Great shot there by Zach Mans. As you said, he's got the hat trick, and he's got 13 on the season.
4 straight hat tricks for Zach Mans to start his Saskatchewan Rush career.
Is that good?
But Saskatchewan trailing by 4. Albany's got 9 on the board in quarter number 3. We're back after the break from Saskatchewan Center.
Lax Metrics, powered by the NLL, is an innovative data approach to better understand our league. Cooper Perkins breaks down the numbers each week on NLL.com and the league's social channels. And as a giant numbers nerd, Cody, I love it.
Well, Cooper gave me this stat here as well. The Rush, they lead the league with an offensive rating of 163.13. That's Lax Metrics stats similar to NFL production ratings. But it's been all Albany in this one. They're up by 4 with 4:50 to go in quarter number 3. Offense will go back to work here in the second half. Palace, low pass up top, and Giuliano kicks it with the stick.
Waiting to see if Saskatchewan starts turning on the transition attack. They really have gotten away from that here to start this one. Normally you're seeing Jake Boudreau flying up and down the floor. Haven't seen any of that so far in the second half, Cody.
Glenn Clark told us before he loves this matchup for his team. He loves how they can defend the Rush. Zach Mans, hat-trick in the contest, 4 straight to start the season. Cutting towards the net, took a high shot there as he tumbles to the ground with the shot clock expiring.
Glad to see he's all right. That was a dangerous looking hit up near the head of Zach Mans. Have to keep an eye on him as he heads back to the bench.
Ty Kurtz now the Delaware product. A couple of shorthanded goals this season for him. 10 on the shot clock now. Simmons down on the turf. Got up, trying to go low to high. Now he falls backwards awkwardly. Barnable in transition as Smith up the floor. Ryan Barnable back for Jared Smith. Quick 6 goals! Jared Smith! Get up, Blizz Nation! Smith has his 2nd of the season.
That opportunity all starts here as Simmons, as you mentioned, he fell awkwardly. He was hobbling back to the bench, and that created the confusion and allowed the Rush to get back and counterattack in transition. As you can watch, great pass there as Jarrett Smith goes to the net, high points that ball like he's a wide receiver in football, and throws it down behind Doug Jamieson. And we've got the challenge flag out to see if the ball was behind Doug before Jarrett touched the crease. You can see during the goal, I could definitely see that when he shot it, he was clear. Now it comes down to, does the ball cross the goal line before he was out? So we've got our first coach's challenge of the evening here, Cody. You and I are terrible at predicting these, so.
Field. Play is under review.
It's rare you see the challenge so bang bang too. So we are going to get a nice clear look at it here. There's the pass from Barnable. Smith, he's out there, but where's the ball is the question. Oh, that one's going to be hard as we've got the angle there. To me, Cody Jansen, it looks like it might be clean on it, but that's going to be so hard to tell. So this is great. I love this. We get to look at exactly what our officiating crew is looking at here in the building. So you can play along at home here as part of your New Year's party. Maybe a sociable for those who don't get it right. But there's Jarrett up in the air. Foot's
so
down.
That foot's not in.
No, it's the right foot we're looking at, and we're looking at right foot versus ball position. Now, you can't really get a good look at it on that angle. As we go to the overhead here that our officiating crew is looking at, this is going to be the one, whether it's definitive or not. Remember, it's called a goal on the floor. That looks pretty good to me, Cody. I think put the arms up if you're a Saskatchewan fan.
You can hear the crowd response with the overhead angle. They're showing very similar to what's on the Jumbotron as to what we're seeing.
Oh, that's a quick one.
I think Todd LeBranch is going to come out and give the word.
After review, the ball crosses the line prior to the shooter landing inside the crease. We got a goal.
There it is.
It's not often a referee sends fans to their feet in celebration, but Todd LeBranch does exactly that. And the Rush now going back to back with the 2 goals. Cut this down to a 6-9 deficit here in the 3rd quarter. I was surprised how quick that challenge flag came out. Like, normally you take a look, you get the word, you kind of debate it. No, that thing came flying out.
If Doug Jamieson tells you to do something, you probably listen to him.
That's fair.
Just going to throw that one out there.
That's fair, Janner.
Jarrett Smith, the former Rocky Mountain Lacrosse League star with the Winnipeg Blitz, cuts the lead down to 3, and the Rush have scored 2 straight after Albany went on a 4-goal run. Bobby Kim there to defend. Longbow, Kurtz, way outside, bounces it. Grennan, one hand on his stick, tries a wild backhand.
I do think the Rush got a break there. I think that initial attempt went off the foot of Chiliano. Albany didn't get the reset. Now the Rush get a chance to counterattack.
Clark Walter finds Robert Church up top, trying to go 5-hole again on Jamieson, but he stops him with the left pass.
He has had Church's number the entire night, and the double team they're running on him hasn't given him much space at all.
Inside feed for Walker. Little fake BTB. Kicks it back to Simmons. Back on the floor. Simmons airborne scores. Got Chiliano jumping, and he put it on the turf.
And a hat trick for Simmons, and that's great to see, as on the last Saskatchewan goal, he was slow to walk off the floor on what looked like a twisted ankle, but his ankle's looking just fine there as he gets everybody on the Rush defense twisted up. Almost becomes a bit of a forgotten man that steps on the gas as Garland can't get out to him, and he just puts it behind Frank Chiliano. Got him playing jump, but a partial break like that, a goal scorer like Simmons is not going to miss from there. He's got his hat trick goal, 13 on the year.
10-6, the FireWolves lead. Nardella face-off went perfectly, scooped back to Castro. Around Adam J. Picked up in the trade was Zach Manns from Toronto. That sent Mark Matthews that way. Reed bounces it up for Powless. Simmons over the restraining line. Defenders both out on him this time. Bobby Kidd the third there. Powless a little behind the back, and JS is scooping up in the crease.
The surprise behind the back.
Jared Smith, a one-on-one. He's had a couple of looks in this game, but I think after an extended past couple of shifts, he's fine to get a rest. Zach Manns now runs down Main Street. Finds a mob of men, kicks it out for Keenan. Far side, and he'll peel some paint.
What a shot by Keenan, but Zach Manns is trying to will this offense into doing something, going one on everybody and somehow not turning the ball over. Incredible work by Zach Manns.
Kurtz has Grennan up top. Grennan, 2 goals and an apple. Back to Walker, 7 on the shot clock. Andrew to defend inside for Grennan. It's on the turf. Now Mallory and Grennan get all sorts of tied up behind the scenes. Robert Church. Defender will give him the business. Back to the restraining line. Connor McClellan's getting an offensive shift. No Cameron Greniak for the Rush. Only 3 lefties dressed on forward. Dodds now looking for someone to dish it to. Takes the shot. It's up high on Jameson. And a call is coming as Robert Church got knocked out.
I think it's coming on a hold on Robert Church as he tried to push himself into the middle. He was first tied up and then whacked in the ribs. So hold or cross check. Take your pick. We'll see what Todd LeBranch says.
Albany 19, minor penalty, illegal cross check.
He had his selection, and he made it with the cross-check. Taking a second look here. This is right after getting held up. Yeah, it gets driven down to the turf here at SaskTel Center, and the Rush to the power play for the 3rd time tonight.
Rush champ 1 on the man advantage. Came out of the stick of Ryan Keenan. Here's Dons. Back for Keenan. Dons is up top of the power play. Early shot, similar to how Keenan scored it. Ends up on the ground. Now a battle for it. Zach Manns is going to win another loose ball. Manns up top, won't shoot over. Church scores! A yarding cage, and Robert Church is in the goal column.
Robert Church is not going to miss an open net from that spot. Again, the work of Zach Manns scooping up the loose ball. That's his 3rd loose ball. He's only been credited for 3. Should be a few more. That's all Manns. Scoops a loose ball to the crease. Comes in. Real good job on the fake. Fakes the shot. Dishes it over to Robert Church.
But how about Nathaniel Kazevnikov getting power play time? He's the one that allows space for Robert Church because he sets the pick and he keeps the defender out of Church's reach.
Well, and that's what the Rush needs.
As Messenger flattens Simmons. End of the 3rd quarter, and things are heating up on Co-op Field. Rush down by 3, and it looks like we could have some extracurriculars as we end quarter number 3. Church has the latest heading into quarter 4.
Get game day ready and shop your favorite team's jerseys and merchandise. Head to nllstore.ca to get all your National Lacrosse League and team gear today.
Rush will begin the 4th quarter short-handed after Mike Messenger heads the bin of sin for this hit on Simmons. Alex Simmons takes the worst of that. Messenger takes a run and leaves his feet. That's a pretty cut and dry, so we're going to see him go to the box for 2 minutes or less. And the Albany FireWolves go back to work on the power play here, Cody. They're 1 for 1. Rush doing a good job staying out of the sin bin until that, but now they're going to have to test the FireWolves power play again, already down 3 goals with only 15 minutes left to go.
Albany out shooting Saskatchewan 41-40. They get a look at Nick Dos Santos, the youngest ref in National Lacrosse League history at just 22 years of age. Albany dominating the face-off battle. They've won 17 to Saskatchewan's 3. They've also dominated the loose ball battle where they've won 66 to Saskatchewan's 44. Fourth quarter underway. FireWolves up by 3 and on the power play. The new co-op fields. The clean green, as I like to call it, out there. Easy to follow. I'm loving it as a broadcaster.
So nice.
Down for Longboat, far side. That skims the crossbar and heads out of play. Now for the rush with Messenger sitting in the box. He's on their penalty kill 1 unit, so they're down a typical killer. Simmons, Walker. Back for Simmons. Up pick comes back to Powell's quick stick. Stop by Chiliano.
Great stop by Chiliano. You can tell that was one the Rush needed early in this fourth quarter.
Save number 33 in the contest. Kurtz. Simmons. Back for Walker. Jarrett Smith will jump on him. Simmons wants to shoot, trying to pull it short side. Stays in play. It's in front of the Albany bench, though. 5 to shoot. Down for Palace, crease side. Ball got deflected by Garland. He got his stick in the way.
Palace showing off some of the high-end skill he's got with the behind the back. He was famous for a couple of those during his time here in Saskatchewan, but Garland, Johnny on the spot to knock that one away and force the shot clock violation.
Don's back for Keenan. Rush a man down, a league best 7 goals shorthanded. Inside feed, make it 8. Tip drill. Ryan Keenan puts it 5-hole on W. Jameson.
The reverse broadcaster curse strikes for a second time tonight. This time courtesy Cody Jansen. As he was just mentioning there, league high shorthanded goals, and we see one here from the Rush. Just put it towards the net, and good things will happen as Church directs it there. Takes a bit of a funny bounce, and it looks like Keenan's going to get credit for it as it goes off of Keenan in behind Doug Jameson. And they don't ask how, they just ask how many. Rush cut it to 2.
How Jimmy Quinlan and Bruce Alexander drew it up. But now you're still in the penalty kill for another 15 seconds. Down by 2. Simmons has the rock up top. Albany looking to extend their lead. Still on the man advantage before Mike Messenger gets out of the sin bin. Up top, it's Walker. Stopped by Chiliano. Ball's on the ground. Boudreau trying to run to it. He'll push back Walker. Bobby Kidd, the third, grabs it. Messenger takes a cross check off the coconut. No call coming. Refs follow him and say it's clean. Robert Church has the ball. To the inside, Church on the roll. Kick saved by Jameson. Walter has it now. Fresh 30 for Saskatchewan to work with. Looking to build some momentum in quarter number 4. Dots back up top for Keenan. Ryan Keenan now. Kick saved by Jameson.
Good save, Jameson. Another one that Albany needed. Looked like all the offensive spark. The Rush had finally found it. Jameson with a big save there. Turns that away.
Near side half wall. Dozen minutes to play in regulation. Simmons. Little step down shot, spins, fires, it's in the logo.
Since the Rush have switched to Isaac Andrew on Simmons, he's completely been slowed down. Andrew's done a great job in the second half.
Andrew back for Smith. Mike Triolo back on offense. Kazemnikov knocks down the defender. Mans to the middle. Keenan opens up space. Mans holds his ground. 5 to shoot. Up top, Kazemnikov cuts inside. Lets it go. Scores! Nathaniel Kazemnikov, his 5th of the
season, and the Rush are down by 1.
The more and more you see him on the floor, you see why he deserves more time. Every single time he's stepping on, he's making something happen. This time, he backs off for a bit, lets the entire defense go over to Zach Mans, makes 2 guys miss, and Kazesnikov comes up with the big goal, and the Rush are back within 1 for the first time since there was zeros on the clock at the first quarter. Pardon me, 15 on the clock to open the first quarter.
Messenger steps in on Nardella on the draw, and a violation call. That'll be Albany possession. Kazepnikov, now he's got 4 goals in his last 2 games with Saskatchewan. Not bad depth addition in green. Traded for Austin Madronic in the offseason. Adam J. Down on Walker behind the net. Out front, Walker got free and he got blown up by Mike Messenger. The hammer is laying the body.
Little WWF for you on your New Year's Eve as Mike Messenger lays it down.
Robert Church. Rush Nation getting loud. Down by 1. Ryan Keenan swim move. Pushed back to the corner as Church up top. Trying to hit Dodds on the back door. Couldn't find the seam. At the floor, Shimura. Jakowski. Low shot. Chiliano stops it. Jared Smith now stripped of the ball. Another chance. Chiliano robs it with the right pad.
Chiliano just brought this place to his feet with that save.
Anju pokes it down. Jared Smith, they'll settle it. Now they'll get some forwards out on the floor here. 10 minutes to go in regulation. A New Year's Eve thriller on Co-op Field. Church behind Mans. Keenan now has Walter with him. It's Clark Walter trying to go short side, had some room, but Jamison got it with the left hand.
The Rush have switched to a man behind the net look on offense in the second half, and it seems to be messing up Albany's defensive plans for them. They've gotten lots of better chances in the second half.
Kurtz down for Palace. Marshall Palace. Six Nations stop. Simmons pass got deflected by Jay. Messenger stepped up on him too. 7 on the shot clock. Rush defense can't go for a change yet. And here's Boudreau up the floor. Mans is with him. Boudreau with Messenger as well. Little swim move, far side, kicked out. Dougie Jamison keeping Albany in the lead. It's 10-9 in quarter 4 in Saskatchewan as Messenger continues to throw the body around.
My name is Alex Simmons of the Albany FireWolves, and my New Year's resolution is to drink less beer.
A New Year's resolution I could never, ever, ever uphold. You know, Alex Simmons might have a hard time holding up to that one after the night he's had. He deserves at least a cold pop or 3 after 3 goals, 3 assists with 14 shots on goal. He's been the spark plug for Albany, getting in on 60% of their goals tonight. There's some numbers and math for you, Cody.
As long as they're original 16ths, we'll accept it in this house. Back underway, quarter number 4. Mance finds Church. Triolo standing 6'8", has a goal in the contest, 2 on the season. Keenan inside, finds Church, twister on goal. Jamison scoops it up with a spoon.
Had to be sharp there. Twisters are always so hard to defend.
Shimura, the Guelph product. Longbow settles it down. They'll run up top with Palace into help. Granite to the middle. Slide from Jay. Simmons around Bobby Kidd III to the net. Stopped by Chiliano. Got his rebound back. Grannon's got a couple already tonight. Longbow, Palace. Simmons trying to go 5-hole save made. Rebound, Walker. Robbed by Chiliano. A 10-ball.
shot by Frank the Tank.
Using the last little bit of his pantaloons to stop that one with his hips. Little hip wiggle save by Frank Chiliano. What a stop.
Robert Church finds Triolo. Rush down by 1. Kazevnikov with the latest. Walter. Back for Keenan. Keenan now wanted to hit Walter, but he'll drive instead, and he scores! Captain Clutch, Ryan Keenan, tie ball game, Saskatchewan.
Back to square as the captain comes through and brings the crowd to their feet in Saskatchewan. Ryan Keenan, definitely a lot prettier than his last goal that just kind of banked off of somebody. Instead, Keenan sees his opportunity, catches his defenseman flat-footed there after a pick, drives towards the net, finds some space in between the post and the right leg of Doug Jamieson, and we are back to tied as Keenan with the hat-trick goal, 4th point of the night for the new captain of the Saskatchewan Rush. And this place has become an electric factory. Cody Jansen.
Nardella face off with pass, got knocked down. Andrew and McClellan in there. Now a hard pick on Andrew. Ref's gonna let him play up. Jackson Reed. Product out of Guelph, Ontario. Hands it off for the offense to go to work. Simmons scans the floor. It's a man, Andrew falling down. Save made on Firth. Firth got it back. Longboat's inside. Chiliano denies him. Rush defense scrambling on the floor right now. Albany gives them a chance to catch their breath, though. Simmons. Outside look. Walker. Pick got set by Firth. Let it go. Short side. Had some room. And it's going to be over and back on Albany.
A little bit of confusion there. The Rush again try to get Andrew out on Simmons as they've had so much success there. But that little bit of confusion, at one point he slipped on the turf and they had Messenger on Simmons. That's what caused the scrambly look there for the Rush.
Inside, Robert Church whips it wide. Walter took it like a pass. Keenan, hot stick save made by Jamieson. Early shot, but if Ryan Keenan's feeling it, I think Bruce Alexander and company are fine with him taking it. Anthony Joka picked up a Boxing Day deal with Colorado. NLL champ a couple of years ago. Kurtz, low cut on Barnable. Barnable got back in time. Grennan stopped by Chiliano.
Not many people get back. That's the speed of Barnable. That was a great cut by Kurtz.
Boudreau in transition. Keenan was the third forward off the bench, and that was a great back check there by Jackson Reed. Took him out of the play. Robert Church now. Little inside move because Kazevnikov sets the pick all the way back for Zach Mann's long bouncer. That gets absorbed.
Jamieson making sure he avoided Triolo on that outlet pass this time, unlike the end of our first half.
Yeah, that got a little dicey for him, but he was lucky. There was only a second left on the clock when the turnover happened. Marshall Palace now behind the back flip. Grennan's inside, and a great back check by Jarrett Smith. Got his stick in the way. Boudreau, pardon me, McClellan's back the other way with Mans. Connor McClellan for Mans, and it's over his head.
I would have liked to see McClellan shoot that. The defenseman was shading towards Mans, so he was able to get a stick up and maybe cause a little interference with the pass. That's one he absolutely should have shot.
4:39 to go. Quarter number 4. A New Year's Eve thriller in Toontown. Walker, Simmons. On the restraining line, Simmons room to shoot. Bouncer kick to the corner by Chiliano.
Messenger just getting his stick on Simmons' stick.
Now it's free for Jake. Jarrett Smith will run. Rush of a 3-on-2 if they want. And Smith zips one for Mans. Zach Mans now didn't like his lane to shoot. Big defender, and Watkinson was out there. Mans finds Church, Robert Church. Little drive, spin back on the roll, pulls it short side, and Jamieson read him like a book. Less than 4 to play here on Co-op Field. Grennan has it now. Grannon's been good. 2 goals and an assist for Albany in this contest. Plus, he gets to the dirty areas and he gets in players' grills. Kurtz zips it down. Palace on the roll. Back for Kurtz. Far side. No go.
And Grennan doing it all without one of his shoes. His shoe had flown off, and he was not heading back towards it. He was staying in the dirty areas of play.
That's why you wear socks. Mike Triolo trying to fight off his defender. Up top for Dodds. Patrick Dodds inside for Triolo. Tip drill this time. Jameson followed the ball. Albany happy to slow it down here. Not in next goal wins territory just yet, but these offensive possessions become more valuable as the time ticks away. Walker on Jake. Walker now. This is the mark. 3 on the shot clock. Longbow outside. It's wide again. And with 2:41 left to go, quarter number 4. We're tied in Saskatchewan center. Down the stretch we go.
Our turning point of the night, Frank Chiliano standing on his head late in the 4th quarter with a couple saves that you can only describe as bananas land. First, diving, rebound, he swings the arm out, then this one, he goes into the splits. Now the next one, big rebound, he jumps with a little hip waggle. I don't know if I've seen a save like that before, but a huge turning point right there. Frank the Tank Chiliano keeping his team all squared up here in the dying moments of the 4th quarter, and a chance to send 9,000 plus sitting in Saskatchewan home happy on New Year's Eve.
Well, all you ask from your goaltender is to give you a puncher's chance. Frank Chiliano has done that tonight.
And then some. He's had some absolute crazy saves, Cody.
Clark Walter, no goals in the contest. Kazevnikov, an inside look for Keenan. Jokum on him like a backpack. Robert Church now to the middle. Kazevnikov inside, stopped by Jameson. Walter trying to grab the loose ball. Back the other way comes Albany. Nardella waits for help as Sam Firth. Living locally, one of 4 players living in Albany this season. Up for Marshall Palace. Mid-season trade last year from Saskatchewan to the FireWolves. Granite, Palace, quick stick, stopped by Chiliano and Smith. With the back heel. Kicks it back to Chiliano.
Sneaky shot. I don't know if Chiliano, he's trying to catch a nap in there with a quick stick. Frank up to the task.
Messenger from range. Save made, and then he goes and runs over his defender, who still made the pass up floor. Reed has to wait. Simmons back for Longbow. D-man on him. Ball's on the ground, but Jackson Reed has it rolled to him. The Ontario product in Albany. 75 seconds to go. Quarter number 4. Simmons spins back on Barnable, trying to pull it short side. Shot clock's going to expire here. Albany wants a call, but they've been letting it go all game, and if it's going both ways, I think teams will be fine with it.
Well, that's absolutely it, Cody. I don't blame him for wanting a call there. Simmons was brought down with an RKO out of nowhere, but good non-call.
Robert Church. As Walter up top. 15 on the shot clock. Keenan, Church, near side, punched out by Jameson. Kazevnikov battling for a loose ball. Dives at it, and Albany has possession. Another look here, late in quarter number 4. Saskatchewan's on their feet. Biggest party in the province in Saskatchewan Center. Marshall Palace up top, 15 on the shot clock. Kurtz with the rock. Palace defended by Messenger. High pick there over Bobby Kidd the third. Rusher going to get it with 15 seconds left and get a timeout in.
Rush are going to have a chance to go 6-on-5 here with 13.8 left. After this Rush defense, something just clicked after that Albany 4-goal run ended. It's like they ended the run and then just, oh, okay, this is how we stop them.
And the Rush went on a 4-goal run of their own, though. And that's why we're tied, is because Saskatchewan was able to claw their way back.
Well, absolutely. We had two. They went on a 2-goal run, and then Simmons got one back, and then 4 more. So Saskatchewan got 6 of the last 7 goals in this one, and what got to be a bit of a sleepy Sasktel center as we're watching these goals here. Sometimes you got to be lucky to be good. That's exactly what happened there with Ryan Keenan. Then Ryan Keenan doing it more Ryan Keenan-y to keep the run going. Saskatchewan, nice little 4-goal run, and it is 10-10. And Cody, it's been a while since we've had a game that's been such a nail-biter here at Sasktel Center like this one is.
And now you go 6-on-5, and with all the weapons Saskatchewan has, it comes down to who do you give the last shot to? That's the question Jimmy Quinlan, Bruce Alexander, and company will have to figure out.
Well, I think you get Triolo creating all sorts of havoc in the middle. You try to see if you can get Robert Church on the outside away from that double team that's been on him the whole night. If you can't, you're looking back to the near side for Keenan. Pull all the attention to your righties between the size and the skill. You got Mans and Keenan on your lefty side to do something.
Mans with the ball. 5 seconds to go in the game. Keenan, Church, back to Mans, short side, stuffed by Jameson. Doug Jameson with a second to go forces overtime in Sasktel Center.
Free lacrosse, there's your early New Year's gift. They ran it almost like I predicted. Sometimes I know what I'm doing, Cody Jansen, as they freed up Mans on the near side. And how can you blame him? He's been leading Saskatchewan in offense this entire year since coming over from Toronto. And on top of that, just playing gritty lacrosse, too. Like, he has been all over the place. They've only given him credit for 3 loose balls, but he has also a created turnover. Don't see that a lot from your forwards. Meanwhile, depending on the faceoff, we could just assume that the faceoff is going to go the way of the Albany FireWolves. The way that has been going tonight, once again dominating the Rush. Only with 3 faceoff wins tonight, Cody. That's not great. So if you're Albany and you've got all these weapons, now you've got an opportunity to win the draw, take your time out in overtime, get Simmons free.
No timeouts in overtime.
Oh, right,
anymore.
Yes. Oh, that's right, I forgot.
I hate correcting you on air, but this is our first overtime game of the season here. And if you look at the unified standings, Saskatchewan in 8th right now, technically a playoff spot. And before the weekend, Albany was sitting in first. So this could have been a first-round matchup here. Albany 3-0, looking to keep their record perfect. Saskatchewan looking to claw back to 500. Would be tied with Philly if they won, and then they have to play Philly in their next game.
So you got a great chance if you're Saskatchewan to start leaping up the unified standings. Another reason I love the unified standings so much. Let's face it, years gone by, you'd see 2 Eastern opponents and go, these are important games, but not super important games. Instead, they've got a chance here to leap up the standings, and it's all going to start right here. Messenger, you got to assume, isn't going to win the draw. They got to find a way to keep Simmons and Walker, again, off the score sheet. They've managed to figure it out, but you know that the staff in Albany has something figured out, something drawn up for what you can assume is going to be a face-off win here.
Messenger, Nardella on the draw. 10-10, 3 lacrosse in Sasktel Center. Scramble off the draw. Barnable tries to push it forward. Grabbed by Tchaikovsky. Garland's on him. He still has possession, though. Spins back in Albany. Gets possession for the first time in overtime.
Tchaikovsky, just a great play there. He was under constant harassment by some of the best the Rush have.
Kurtz will rip it down the corner. Alex Simmons, 6 points in the game. On the roll, misses the net.
Tried to go low to low, got a reset there.
Palace far side. Shoulder saved by Chiliano. Longboat will set it up. Walker, 5 points in the game. Palace is up top. Simmons looking for some help. Walker now spins back on Barnable, room to shoot, and he scores. Ball game, Ethan Walker ends it. Albany 4-0 to start the season.
The Peterborough native with the hat trick goal will send people in Saskatchewan home full of disappointment. Finds the short side corner, but Albany 4-0. Who saw that coming, Cody Jansen? Nobody. I don't think you can find a single broadcaster, anybody that saw it coming for the FireWolves at 4-0, but man, watching them, they are impressive. So many weapons here. Taking a look at the Peterborough natives overtime winner. Walker just finds that little bit of room between the legs, betwixt the legs, if you will, of Frank Chiliano, and just steps into it. What a wicked shot there for Walker, going low the entire way. Chiliano couldn't quite get in the way. He made about a dozen 10-bell saves to get us to overtime, and instead it ends with a defeat as Walker finds a way to end it.
Well, Glenn Clark's side goes 4-0, and end of the day, this was as even of a heavyweight tilt as you could see. I think for Saskatchewan, it comes down to you had your shot, and Zach Mans got robbed by Jameson, and Ethan Walker is able to beat Frank Chiliano late there.
Well, absolutely, but I mean, too, we all knew that Albany was going to win that face-off because of the way they've been dominating at the dot. They had time to drop a plan. Walker, that was his first real good look of the second half. He knew where to go. They had time to discuss it, and man, yeah, this Albany team, so impressive, Cody. Like, just the weapons they have, their ball movement, so many options. Great game here for Albany. No shocker to me now, see them in person, that they're 4-0.
Well, it's a heartbreaker for Saskatchewan here on Co-op Field in Sasktel Center. For Albany, a New Year's Eve thriller. The ball drops for Ethan Walker in overtime. Albany is 4-0. For myself, Cody Jansen, John Fraser, Sabina Maud, everyone who helps put on the production with the National Lacrosse League. Albany goes home with the win, 11-10 the final in overtime.